Hey everyone, welcome back to Ask Canada, your go-to channel for everything about Canada's fascinating history and culture. Today, we're diving into a question many people have asked: why is Canada separate from the USA? It's a story filled with wars, treaties, cultural differences, and much more. Let's get into it. 1. Historical overview. Our story begins in the 18th century, with the American Revolution. The American Revolution ended on September 3, 1783, when the United States of America and the Kingdom of Great Britain signed the Treaty of Paris. This treaty recognized the independence of the United States and set the stage for its growth as an independent nation. While French influence in the region decreased, Britain saw economic growth, and Canada remained under British sovereignty. By 1805, tensions between America and Britain were on the rise, leading to the War of 1812. During this war, British and local Canadian militias fiercely resisted American attempts to invade Canadian territory. Despite the Americans' efforts, peace was restored in 1815, and the borders remained unchanged, solidifying the separation between the two nations. 2. The Treaty of Paris. The Treaty of Paris in 1783 was a pivotal moment. It recognized the United States' independence and established its borders. However, Canada wasn't mentioned in the treaty, causing uncertainty. There were fears that the United States might try to annex British North America. This fear was addressed in 1791 when Canada and the United States signed the Jay Treaty, which established peaceful relations and confirmed the borders we know today. 3. Difference in loyalty and cultural heritage. By the 1770s, a stark difference in loyalty and cultural heritage was evident between Americans and Canadians. In America, loyalty to Britain had decreased dramatically, and calls for independence were growing louder. In contrast, many Canadians still felt a strong loyalty towards Britain. Generations of Canadians had adapted from their European heritage to form a distinct society based on local customs, traditions, and loyalties. This sense of community and loyalty to the British monarchy helped maintain Canada's separate identity from America, eventually allowing it to become an independent nation. 4. American failed invasion. The War of 1812, ending in 1814, had a significant impact on both countries. It started over various issues, including U.S. trade restrictions and international disputes. The war ended with the Treaty of Ghent in December 1814, resulting in much bloodshed and frustration. One of the most significant events during this period was the failed U.S. invasion of Canada. This invasion attempt made it clear that Canada was a separate nation from the United States. Although this war occurred over 200 years ago, it remains a key moment in Canadian history that helped shape its independence. 5. The Quebec Act. The Quebec Act of 1774 was another crucial factor. Passed by the British Parliament, it recognized the rights of French Canadians to practice their religion, language, and culture. This act created tension between English Canadians and those in Quebec, as the former felt their sovereignty was threatened. The Quebec Act also declared that Canada would be governed separately from other British colonies in North America, allowing for more direct control from London. This further drove a wedge between Canada and the United States and planted a seed for Canada's eventual independence. 6. Military presence. During the War of 1812, both countries had soldiers in their respective territories, creating tension that led to a territorial divide. Today, this physical presence is still evident, especially near the border, where military forces from both countries ensure security. Canadian forces and the U.S. military work together to protect their respective citizens from external threats, ensuring the border remains secure. 7. Recent Canada-USA relations. Despite their separate paths, Canada and the United States have maintained a strong relationship over the past few decades. They work together on issues from trade to security, with increased border security since 9/11 and numerous bilateral agreements to protect the environment, promote free trade, and increase global collaboration. Canada leverages its partnership with the USA while maintaining its independence, making it an important member of the international community. Frequently asked questions. Does the US protect Canada? Yes, as key allies and defense partners, Canada and the United States work closely together on foreign policy issues and international protection. Has the US and Canada ever fought? Yes, during the War of 1812, the United States attacked Canada. Despite having more people, the Americans were poorly organized, and the war primarily took place along the Niagara frontier. Who are Canada's allies? Canada is a member of the Commonwealth and has close relations with the UK. The United States is both Canada's biggest trading partner and ally. Today, Canada operates under a parliamentary democracy. Can Canadians stay in the USA forever? Typically, Canadians can stay in the USA for up to 6 months. Extensions or modifications to this stay must be requested from U.S. Immigration and Citizenship Services before it expires. So, there you have it. The reasons why Canada is separate from the USA are rooted in a complex history of wars, treaties, and cultural differences. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating insights into Canadian history. Until next time, stay curious, and keep exploring.